Hey everyone, hope y'all are having a great Christmas season. It's that time of year where I try to reach out to some of our friends and supporters who have been helping make New City Fellowship a reality. And I normally look back and give you maybe some facts and figures and some things that are kind of happening in our midst, kind of generally speaking. This year I thought I'd send you something a little bit more personal that captures the experience of a brother who was invited into the midst of New City about a year and a half ago, and through that invitation met Christ, began to see his life transformed, so much so that he then married the girl who he had been with for almost 30 years, and who is now continuing to grow in the grace of God. And so this is just one small expression of what God is doing in the midst of this church plant. So watch this video, and I hope you enjoy it.
Grandma was very strict. You know, I went to church, but I lost my way and I didn't stay where I should have stayed at. Started going in the streets, doing all types of things, you know. I lost my grandmother as time went on. It really hurt me for a long time because she was like the one that kept me in line. Yeah, well, I was working unbelievable hours. I went in one Saturday, and I can remember as clear as day, I did so much work on this car. So I was putting it back together, and I'm actually holding the top of a rotor, trying to get the axle back into the rotor. And I was pulling on it, and I lost my balance, and I fell backwards, and I hit my head. It shook me up. You know, guys ran over, helped me up, you know, and I put an ice pack on my head. And I stayed at work maybe half an hour more. Said, you know, I was all right. I went home Saturday, went back to work Monday, worked a little bit Tuesday, worked a little bit Wednesday. Thursday morning, I started feeling, I don't know, funny. I came into work and it's like everything was spinning. The lights was bothering me. The floor was bothering me. The noise was bothering me. And I just felt like I was gonna die. My nerves was really bad. Courtney was cutting my hair and I'm sitting there fighting anxiety at the time that he's cutting my hair. That at the point when he's cutting my hair, I'm like, there's so much going on in my head. I just feel like I wanna get up and run away. And I started talking with Courtney about, I had an accident, this is what happened. I'm having anxiety attacks. And Courtney replied, you know, I used to go through the same thing. I had the same thing.
God draws certain people to you. And so he got to talking about the accident that he had on his job. And he was talking about the anxiety that he was having with the hit or the fall. You know, I was telling him that being prior service, you know, I had some issues connected to anxiety. And one thing that I was telling him is that during this experience with like anxiety, it seemed as though the farther that I got away from doing the things that I should do, like focus on God, focus on His Word, it seemed like the anxiety came. But then when I was faced with the anxiety issues that I was dealing with, when I kind of got back on track, the anxiety left.
Even though I had this accident, I had all these anxiety attacks and had to be at the hospital, I think it was a way of God telling me, you need to slow down. I hate that I had to have an accident to realize what God has done for me. By me having an accident, it brought me closer to God and start realizing what I needed to do in life. Actually, what God did was change my direction and show me that in life, it's not all about having money and working hard. It's about being happy, being with your family, and trying to live right. I've been with Dion 29, going on 30 years, and everything happening to me helped me grow up. I have 3 girls. In order to show my 3 girls the right way and the way that it should be, I had to become a man and, you know, married a woman that's been where she's been with me all these years. I guess I could say by me hitting my head, it straightened me out a little bit to realize the important things in life. And now we're married. My girls are so happy, and now they know the right direction of how it should be. I'm older, I can understand it a whole lot better, and I could teach my kids. And the most important thing is that now I understand what Grandma was talking about.
So there you have it. That's one of many other stories of how people are encountering Jesus through the ministry of New City and having their lives transformed. That was our dream when we planted this church, and through your support, through your prayers, through your partnership in this work, it's becoming a reality. So thank you so much. Our hope and prayer is that by this time next year, we will have gotten to a place about 2.5, 3 years into the life of our church where we'll be able to say, hey, thank you for your support. Please send it elsewhere though, because we're at a fully self-sustaining level. But until then, thank you for all that you're doing to help make this church a reality.